Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. Okay, so I'm about to catch a visual. Come with me, okay? It's a beautiful day. Okay, the sky is clear. It's like this really beautiful blue. It almost looks artificial, okay? But it's this deep baby blue, deep powder blue. It's vibrant, okay? Now the angle is changing to a tree, okay? It's kind of like gently waving in the wind. Zoom, I said zoom in to a spider web. Okay. That's interesting. The spider web is being woven, but I don't see a spider. Where's the spider? How is it happening if there's no spider? I'm seeing it being woven. And there's little droplets on it like moisture. Okay, let me decode this. What's this? That's interesting. Patterns. When you look at like a I want to say freshly curated spider web, the pattern is there. Like tightrope, little tight ropes. Okay. Mending. I'm hearing mending, mending. The art of mending is what I just heard. Okay. Have you learned the art of mending? Mending. Okay, now I'm seeing milk honey rose. I'm seeing the spider webs connect milk honey rose. The web is connecting to milk honey rose, the name of my channel. Then the spider webs are pulling the letters together, the words together. Okay, so this is you. This is a representation of you, okay? Like you connecting the nourishment, the foundation, things that you've learned over the years, aspects of life that you've been taught, okay? The basics, the milk. A baby needs milk to survive. That's where the nutrients comes from, enzymes and minerals, okay? I was about to say protein, but it's not time for that yet. That's too heavy. Certain information is too heavy for the young mind. Younger minds and souls can't take certain information because it's too heavy. Just like you cannot give a baby honey because they're a baby, they can't eat the honey yet because of I want to say a word, but I can't find it. It's because of something. What is it? I forget, but let me pull it up. Infant botulism. Babies cannot eat honey because it can cause a severe illness called infant botulism. This condition is caused by a type of bacteria called Clostridium. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Botulinum. Clostridium botulinum, which can be found in honey. Infants under 1 year old it says 1 year old, but under one, I guess that's the right way to say it. We usually say 1 years old, but as I say it, it sounds like because 1 year is not plural. It should be, anyway, don't mind me. Okay. Infants under 1 year old are particularly vulnerable because my tongue got twisted. Okay, let me say this again. Which can be found in honey. Infants under 1 year old are particularly vulnerable because their digestive systems are not mature enough to handle these bacteria. That's what I was thinking about. But I didn't know if it was bacteria or something else, which can lead to symptoms like muscle weakness and poor feeding. It is safe to introduce honey into a baby's diet after they turn 1 year old. So it's the bacteria. That reminds me of like when you go to different countries, you can't drink the water because their bacteria is foreign to your body. So it's likely that you'll get sick or feel a little funny, a little queasy. Your stomach won't feel right. Feel like you're full and you're not, you know. But for babies, that could be detrimental to their life because they just got here. They're brand new. They haven't been exposed to bacteria that their body has adapted to. So back to the message. Honey, in order for one to be able to intake honey, 1 year of understanding, 1 year of the spirit, body, mind, spirit, and soul. 1 year. For 1 year there needs to be, I keep on pausing. What is this? It feels like I'm glitching. I don't usually do this. I don't know. But it's the energy that I'm feeling. Like static. That's odd. But I'm letting it flow because, you know, I just go with it because sometimes it happens. Like sometimes you can get tongue twisted and you don't usually get tongue twisted. So now I'm going to try to slow down. Maybe that will help in this moment. It's like I want to hurry up and say it, but I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like I'm excited to know what's next. Okay. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Support this channel. You come by all the time. Like, share, subscribe. What you doing? Okay. All right. Let me see. So it takes time for the body to adapt to the bacteria in, foreign places that you're not accustomed to. It's the same way with life. When you're living and you're a child, there's certain things that you're not accustomed to because you're still learning, you're still growing. You're not as complex as a child, very simple. Okay? Not really up on game when it comes to potential dangers or knowing to be cautious in certain situations. That has to be taught or learned through experience. Okay? So we got through the milk and the honey. The milk is really like morals and ethics. That's the basics. And there's some adults that don't even have the basics down, and that's very unfortunate. Okay? But the truth is in the reality. The roles is when you're able to incorporate that stream of understanding that you receive from the milk, okay? That spiritual presence within you that is there as a child, as a protector. You know how there are children, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but babies have the ability to see what adults may ignore. Okay, they sense, their senses are very heightened spiritually because they're more tapped in to the unseen aspect of life off the strength of them being new to this space. I'm getting something. Hold on. The circle of life. Okay. Now, this might be a touchy topic for some of you. Okay, so this could be a touchy topic for some, but I'm going to speak on it. All right. There's times where some of you may have seen this and just really kind of brushed it off or didn't know what you were looking at. But sometimes babies will see things and be kind of stuck. And most times you'll see this happen when they aren't speaking yet. Maybe they said a few words, or, they just don't speak fluently yet. But they'll see something, you see them looking at something and nothing's there. Animals do this as well. You don't see something, but spiritually, an infant or a child, someone who's under the age of 1, and sometimes after that, you'll see them look at something or get scared or something, but you don't see anything there. And that's just because your eyes have become matured to this reality, to where it does not accept the unseen. So even if one does see something, it's like, oh no, I didn't see that. That didn't happen. You just ignore it to the point where you just don't see it anymore. Because if you don't believe, then you won't see. Okay, it has a lot to do with that. And then that's for, you see how a younger person, they're freshly here in this space, in this terrain on earth. Okay, then there's videos that I've seen myself where individuals that are on their way into transcendence, their last days, they begin to see the unseen, and they will tell those who are around them, can you please tell that? I saw many videos like that where they're on their way out of here, and they'll see the unseen. They'll see people standing in the corner, and they'll explain to a T what they're wearing and what they're doing, because they are in, what I want to say, I don't know why I wanted to say registration. That's weird. It's kind of weird for me to say registration, but it's like, how can I explain this? I'm going in a different direction I didn't think I was going to go, but this is what's here, so I'm just expressing it. But it's like, they're on their way, so the process begins, is the best way for me to express what I'm saying. Okay, but still, there's a mending of the beginning and the end. It's a life cycle. Babies and the elderly are the vulnerable, okay, for a reason. And it's because they're weak to the bacteria of the world, just like an infant is weak to honey prior to being here in this space for 1 year, being on earth for 1 year. Okay, time must pass for you to be ready for the next stage. Just like if you're in some type of training, there are aspects that you need to know prior to going to the next phase, because it mends together. It's a part of it. Foundation turns into a platform that can be built on top of, and then eventually the platform is built, and then it's at the rose stage when now you could utilize that to move forward. This is what I'm seeing, and I know I went through a lot, but it's like a cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle of life. It's a cycle of understanding. It's a cycle of experience. Okay, and this is the art of mending. This is what I'm getting. It's the art of mending. This is what we do. We mend. Some people choose to snip their tightrope, snip pieces of their web, because they don't want to take on the responsibility of building on their foundation. They'd rather just ignore and not really pay attention to that aspect of life, which should be the main focal point in life. Okay, so in this mending is where this beautiful wisdom is recognized. And once you obtain such wisdom, you carry that with you, and it becomes protection. It becomes a, a weapon. I'm hearing a weapon. I didn't, yeah, a weapon. It becomes protection. Unseen, not tangible, it's intangible. Okay? What do spider webs do? They catch other insects. They catch other insects for them to eat, is what they do. Okay? They catch other insects for them to eat. They catch their prey. So when you mend the foundation, the knowledge, and the wisdom, you catch your prey without even trying, because you've done the work already. Ooh. You've done the work already. That just making me feel so. But see, I don't know. I'm so excited to say. I don't know. I need to slow down. I'm so excited, but I'm trying to relax. I don't know what is exciting me about this message, but it's exciting. Like when it's like I'm relaxed, but inside I feel like, woo! like I might just, I don't know what that's about, but that's how I feel. I'm being honest. I don't know. Okay, let me continue. I think it's exciting to me because it is a representation of us. It's a representation of our life, all of us. It's just that some people do different things. Some people snip their patterns. They snip them and they cut off their ability to keep walking. Now I'm seeing the spider web as a tightrope. It's like a labyrinth in a way, is how I'm receiving this. So I'm hearing master spider. Spider masters. The weavers. This message is making me, I feel like I have electricity inside of me. I'm trying to relax. It's like, I don't know, I feel powered up. Okay? I feel activated. This message has me feeling very activated. So let me, it's like extra energy pulsating through me. I don't know why I want to clap. This is an exciting moment, okay? But yeah, so what was I saying? I'm so excited that it's like taking me away for a moment, and I feel like many of you, this is what is meant for you. The excitement of life, the awe of life. Like a child, how children are so inquisitive in the beginning. They call it terrible twos, don't they? They touch everything, they go into everything. You could leave them in a room or turn your back for 1 second and everything will be outside of where it was, because they are exploring and they are in discovery mode. Let me see, what does this do? What is this? This is amazing. Where am I? Right? And that is that youthful energy that I'm picking up on, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's fantastic. I want to say fantastical. Okay, that's not even a word, but it is today. All right? Okay? I don't know. Okay? It's good, though. I like this feeling. I like this energy. It's very telling of what is meant to be, regardless of what we see when you turn on that TV. No, there's more news to talk about. There's more. That's not it, okay? I like this news. Okay, so each web is, that's where I ended before I went left. That whole moment was a side note. However, this web is a labyrinth. You know, when you're playing a game, or like a game where you're going through a maze, or as a child when you had those little maps and you had to get to the other side, like you had to go into the entry and get out, and that was the objective, to be able to get through, figure out the pattern or the direction, the correct direction, the correct way to get out of the little maze, and you use your pen to go. And sometimes you have to make a U-turn because there's dead ends, and you know you can't go through a dead end. This is life. Sometimes you have to turn around. Sometimes you have to redo things. Sometimes you have to do something else. You know, it's life, it's learning, it's being a scientist. It's, you know, going through that process of thinking and coming up with an ideology, then testing it to see if it's true, utilizing your hypothesis, writing a thesis, I'm hearing. This is life. And it's beautiful if you allow yourself to see the beauty of it. And once you do see the beauty, life changes for the better. And it changes very quickly, dependent on how you perceive the experience of life. And you choose to look at it as an experience. You just become seasoned instead of allowing the lessons to be fleeting, or instead of choosing to, I guess I said it the right way, because you could hold on to the lessons instead. When you hold on to the lessons, you could take them with you. There's an art to it. It's just that some people, they miss that part. They choose not to see. They don't want to see, or they don't care to see, or they don't know to look. There's a lot here that can be missed. But once attention is paid to your own life and your own experiences, you're equipped with the power to trap enemies. And it's not that you made them your enemies. Many times when you end up having enemies, it's because they choose to be your enemy, or they choose to be an adversary in your life because there's something inside of you that they dislike, and then they want to do a thing. It's not necessarily you, because you're just living life. Many of you don't like look for a problem. Many times problems can find you because your life is too cool. I don't know how to express that right now. Let me see. There's just these energies that come for you, and I heard they're contracted to try to stop you. The mending that you've weaved over time begins to work for you on autopilot. When I looked at the clock, it said 23:48. Let's look at that angel number. So this is why you want to master the art of mending. What'd I say? I said 23:48. 23:48. Let me see. Let's see. It says angel number 2348 carries significant meanings related to your life path and relationships. It reminds you to call on your angels when in need, and emphasizes that happiness lies in contentment. Yes, being content. Many times people are not content with what they have. Not stating that you don't want to strive for more, but when you're content with what you have, you don't have any drive. One may be nihilistic even, if they're just content with no desire to grow and improve. However, contentment is good because you're saying, oh, I'm grateful. I give gratitude for where I am and what I've learned so far, and I'm going to continue to move forward, right? There's like a difference between the two perspectives, but they're both still very powerful, okay? The number is composed of energies from 2, which equates to balance, 3, which equates to communication, 4, which is hard work, and 8, which is abundance, indicating a path to success and fulfillment. Additionally, it suggests that you may soon meet your soulmate if you are single. In relationships, it emphasizes the importance of building a solid foundation. Milk, cosmic milk, is the solid foundation. That is the solid in the beginning. As a precursor to being able to acknowledge that now you have honey when that time comes, when the second phase comes in. Okay. And that's in the milk, honey, rose methodology, the framework. Okay. Based on trust and shared goals. These interpretations highlight the supportive and guiding nature of angel number 2348 in various aspects of life. Yes. So that's a mending of phases, okay? Balancing on the tightrope. Remember, I was calling each weaving on a spider web. Just think about what a spider web looks like and just look at each weaving as a tightrope. We walk the tightrope every day, and we also see others walk on their tightrope within their life. When one falls, it's because they chose to sever the tightrope. Like, it reminds me of burning bridges as well, okay? All right. Many of you have walked into the door of a master weaver. And I think that's why I was so excited. I calmed down a little bit now, but inside I just felt like I wanted to like run down the block or something and just be happy. Like I wanted to skip and frolic through the field or something of flowers and butterflies. I felt that. I know it sounds like animated and extra, but that's the excitement that I felt inside of me. And this is the feeling that is meant for us. We are meant to not be distracted, but be excited by this journey of life and hold on to being inquisitive and wanting to know a thing. Because as soon as you don't care and you don't want to know, you lose that, the magic within you. You lose that. It gets lost. And once that's lost, it's challenging to get it back. It's challenging to get it back. And you'll notice that in a lot of adults, they're very angry now because they've lost their magic. They've lost it. So to take the time to mend each phase of life, the milk phase, foundation, the honey phase, knowledge, the rose in bloom is growth and wisdom, okay? So yes, that's it for this message. Sign up for my newsletter, okay? If you're interested, you'll see the code at the end of this video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, support this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.